Everyone, so I'm going to start right off into this tutorial using the Love Your Selfie palette. I recently just got this palette and I absolutely love it. So I started with my brows. I'm using the IT Cosmetics Your Brows But Better in Universal Taupe. Then for my eyelids, I'm just going to prime them with the Tarte Cosmetics Shape Tape in Light. So I just put that all over my eyes, but I needed to set it, so I went in the palette and used the Headshot color, which is just a cream color in the palette, and a Real Techniques setting brush. So I just used that all over the eye to set that concealer so that it doesn't crease, even though that concealer does not crease, but I didn't want my lids to be tacky. So going in this shade Statuesque, I'm using this on a big fluffy brush and just putting that in the crease. It's not that pigmented, so I just used it to be a transition color. So then I'm using this shade Panorama, and I'm going to also put this in the crease. This is a shimmery shade, and I don't typically do that, but for this look, I just wanted to kind of see how it looked. So I'm using a more pointed crease brush and applying that shade and kind of working it in and blending it. Since it does have shimmer in it, it takes a little bit more effort to blend out a shimmer shade in the crease for it to not look patchy, so you're going to have to go back and forth on that one. This is my favorite color in the palette. I'm using this color Megapixel. Later in the video, you'll see that I get my finger wet and apply it, and it just really intensifies the shine. But right now, I'm just kind of laying the base down. Going into this color Sketch, which is a really beautiful satin shade, a really nice, almost like mahogany. This reminds me, honestly, of Sketch from MAC. It's just such a really pretty cranberry shade. So I'm putting that, mainly concentrating it on the outer portion just to kind of deepen that up a little bit. And all these colors kind of blend together. This is one of those looks that whenever I put shimmer in the crease, I always get like a little suspect of my look until the end, and it comes together in the end, and I just love the way it looks. So this is where I got my finger wet and I applied that Megapixel shade again. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's almost like an antiqued golden shade. Then using the shade Composition, which if you did want a darker crease color that's matte for transition, you could use this to begin with, but I just kind of went in and warmed up that crease. And then using Overexposed, I'm going to put that on the brow bone. I got a little bit carried away, so I just used my finger to kind of blend that. Using NARS Larger Than Life Liner in Rue Bonaparte, I just put that in my waterline. I wanted a nude in the waterline for this look. For my liner, I'm using Laura Geller's black eyeliner. So I'm just sticking very close to my lash line, and then we're just going to wing it out a little bit. You can choose to do a wing or not, depending on your preference, but I'm just going to kind of wing it out to meet up with that, where that darker shadow ended for my particular eye shape. Then I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly Sculpt Mascara. I've been loving this mascara, so I wanted to do first a coat of this, and then I go in later with the one included in the palette. Using these two foundations, mixing them together. I skipped this part because I feel like I've done so many putting on my foundation in videos. So I just used a beauty blender to push this into my skin. Then I went in with the Tarte Cosmetics Shape Tape in Light again. Just put that under my eyes. And again, press that in with a beauty blender. I really love the Shape Tape. It gives such amazing coverage and it does not crease. I do still set it with the Hourglass Ambient Light Powder. Using the shade Composition again, I'm going to put this with an angle brush under the eyes. First I go in and really place that color, and then I'm going to go in and blend it out. I made a little mistake, just clean that up, but I'm going to go in with a pointed pencil brush and sort of buff that all in, and then I put a little bit of Sketch, that maroonish shade, on the brush and buff that in as well. So I'm going to go back to the mascara and use this for the bottom lashes. I really like the wand on this mascara because it gets thinner and tapers off, so it makes it easy to do those inner corner lashes. I'm going in with Composition. I'm going to bronze up the face. This is an extremely pigmented bronzer, So I did have to go in and clean up because I got a little bit carried away. So I just went in with a powder and cleaned that up. Using the blush Photogenic, I'm using this to kind of give a little bit of a peachy glow to the cheeks, and then the highlighter in Headshot, and I'm using that on the top of the cheekbones. Max Nylon is one of my favorite inner corner shades, so I'm just going to pop that on the inner corner, and then go in with the lip kits, the lip products included in this kit, which is this matte lip pencil. So I'm just going to line my lips with this. I really liked this. I loved the color. It's just a really pretty berry shade. The color name is called Focal Point. So I just outlined my lips and then filled them in with this. It's super creamy, but it wasn't so creamy that it kind of melted like when I was trying to get that nice line. So it does work well to outline the lips with. And then the lip gloss in Silhouette, I'm just using that to top. These are two like very complementary colors. And then, like I said, I went back in with the Fully Charged Mascara to layer up. And you could just stick with this and not go in with false lashes if you just wanted natural lashes. I went in with an extremely wearable pair. Like I think that they're very wearable and not that noticeable. These are Dell 110s. So I just kind of put those on, and they wore all day very nicely. They're very comfortable. That is the finished look. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing this palette, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.